Here's what we're going to start off with for now. Download for free the KATV weather app. Weather is our top story for the next several days, period. It's our top priority. We're going to go over the timing. We're going to go over the impacts. We are expecting a winter storm in Arkansas. No watches issued yet, but they will be. And winter storm warnings will likely be issued. We have two storms to deal with, and it is extremely rare to have two storms statewide back-to-back. And my initial thoughts right now is that the second one will be more regionalized than the first one, but I'm not sold on that.
That's a long way out.
It is a long way out.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking the second one will not impact the entire state.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a section of the state.
Right. It could be the entire state since we are in the long range.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's so rare that happens. It has happened though in the 80s.
It did happen. And in March 2008, I think the entire state saw snow. Wasn't impactful.
But it wasn't, each one was not statewide.
Right.
I'm talking about statewide back-to-back.
Yeah, it's rare. Extremely
Very rare.
Extremely rare, and it only happens when you have really cold air in place.
Right. I think the second one, we'll get to that in just a little bit. Let's go into the data now. I think everybody's followed it. We're up to 4,000.
I hope everybody can hear me. I'm
what
away
are
from
the
camera, but I'm going to try to speak up.
Are they saying anything here? If they can't,
I don't see anything.
Okay, let's go to the graphics. All right.
We'll start. Before we get to Sunday, yes, there are flurries out there today, but they're not, I guess, noteworthy. No,
we're getting reports mainly south of Little Rock of flurries. We had a 20. People are saying it was unexpected. No, it wasn't. We had a 20% chance for flurries in the forecast. And when you have Arctic air in place, it doesn't take much for something to cause a few flurries. So that was completely expected. Now, tomorrow, cold, another slight chance for flurries.
Slight chance of flurries. We're not going to get a freezing today or tomorrow, I don't think. And this is going to it could become a historical stretch of cold weather.
It could. It very well could. Hold on. Okay. Gosh, we got 4,200. All right.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much, everybody. Keep sharing it. And thank you for trusting us here at Channel 7 to get your weather information. Futurecast at 9:30 Sunday morning. We're going to go through the timing and the impacts of this. And this is a computer model, not a forecast, but we will show you the forecast in just a bit. But there's the chance the onset of this is sleet for some.
Yeah, it may start as sleet. I don't think it stays sleet.
No. And if it does start out as sleet, you should switch over to snow, especially for areas away from southeast Arkansas.
And remember, every last sleet pellet and snowflake sticks.
Yes.
There's no period where it melts.
So this is 9:30 on Sunday morning. We're thinking more during the afternoon this comes in. This may be a little bit too fast. I don't know. I think that if there's an error with the forecast, this does come in quicker.
I think by Sunday afternoon we have the first round. This is not one big round of snow. It's kind of two parts. There's a little wave Sunday, and then there looks to be a larger wave on Monday.
The wave on Sunday reminds me of the initial wave in January of 1988, where I know this is before your time, where there was a winter storm in the forecast, but it wasn't expected to start until that night, and it started snowing that morning because there was a wave out in front. And so it started, but then it didn't really get going until the major system came out.
And the scenario you just described is one where we get some big snows.
Right. And this is at 4 o'clock Sunday afternoon. So the initial wave comes across. A little break. You see that goes away.
Mm-hmm.
Here comes the next one. So there could be a little lull, right?
I think so. Sunday night to early Monday.
So this is 6 a.m. Monday.
I think this could come in sooner, too.
Yes. I think by daybreak, and make sure you're watching Channel 7. Gosh, we're almost up to 5,000. Let's go 6,000.
Sunday night, right here.
Yeah. This is 6 a.m. on Monday. Make sure you're watching daybreak. Comes in quicker. It's a holiday, so most schools are already out. And by 4 o'clock in the afternoon, it still has much of the state covered up with snow. If this model is an error, I think most of it
pulling away.
It may be a little faster than this. We're going to go through snowfall accumulations for system number 1 in just a little bit. My wife says talk up. I'm asking my wife right now to check and see if the snow machine is still making snow correctly, if it's actually doing this job. Okay, I've got the snow machine running. She's in charge of it.
Are we talking about system 2 as well?
Now, yes, we are. So this is Monday night. System 1 pulls away. Here comes system 2. And this is the European computer model. And I know what the GFS shows. I know. And the European has its flaws. But, you know, the GFS is flaw central. Okay?
Yeah. Remember, these don't ever take a snowfall map from a model and use it. They're incorrect. We take ideas away from them to make snow forecast, and Todd, Wednesday into Thursday, the second storm, to me looks like a more centered towards the southeast.
Right. If there is, like we were saying, it's very rare for the entire state to get 2 big snows back to back. And I think if that could happen still, I'm not saying that can't happen, but if it's more regionalized, the second one, James is exactly right. I think it would favor more southern Arkansas rather than northern Arkansas.
Yeah, and for central Arkansas, I think we get accumulating snow with both rounds. But system number 2 is a long way out, and most of our attention will be on what's coming right here, 72 hours from now.
Snowfall accumulation map, the first one out. Meteorologist James Bryant put this together this morning. This is initial. Know that it will change. The initial forecast is never the final forecast.
Here's what I'll say with this. I think accumulating snow happens in every corner of the state. That is impactful to travel. So the amounts don't matter if you have to go somewhere. Everyone wants to have the most snow, though, and I understand that. Everyone wants to say they got the most. Todd, if things are going to change, are we on the high end right now or on the low end?
Low end.
So we may adjust upward as we go through the next couple of days. But the last thing I want to do is put a big swath of 6 to 10 on there and have to pull that down. I don't want to have to do that.
All right, so what changes from here, from this foundation, this baseline of a forecast?
The foundation, I like that. I think if you see a change, there's going to be some shifts south,
right,
which would bring more snow to more of the state.
The southeast portion of the state, 1 to 3 inches, starting as a wintry mix. I'm not sold on sleet being predominant. I could see a scenario where there's more snow down there.
Yeah, and that's why it's 1 to 3 inches, because sleet can really eat into snow totals. But remember, travel impacts across the whole state are certain. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
Very important to remember, too, that these are ranges. So you say 3 to 5 inches, and somebody automatically in people's minds, they say, oh, we're getting 5 inches of snow, yeah, and then they get 3, and they go, wait, that forecast was wrong. No, it was 100% accurate.
Todd, when I put a snow forecast together, I kind of use history as a guide as well.
Wait, that would be experience too.
That we don't get 10 plus inches at every spot across the whole state.
No.
It's more on a big snowstorm. It's usually something like 3 to 7 over a widespread area, and then the highest high amounts are usually just in a few counties.
The final map we will put out when the last snowflake falls. Okay, so
be observed.
we'll have that map for you. But I think this is a good starting point. This is the best. This is our thinking right now. But what we're saying is, based on new data and where things are going, if there's a change, it's to up the amounts and shift further southeast. But this is a good forecast right now.
Yeah, and significant for the whole state.
All right. Impacts, as I told you, we go through the timing. We've done that. Now the impacts. And let me explain our reasoning in all of this. The travel impacts, I put it high. James said, let's go extreme. And I think for some it could be extreme. I kept it at high because snow, you can drive on it, and it gives you traction. With that said, I'm not encouraging travel. I do not recommend travel. But you do get traction on snow, especially initially. Where it becomes extreme, in my opinion, is when it can't clear the front bumper and you become a plow.
That may never happen.
That may not happen.
But
I'm not saying that's going to happen.
The take-home point is when the temperature is 19 degrees and you have heavy snow, travel is very, very, very difficult.
It can be, yes, absolutely. But this is going to be a fluffy snow, a powdery snow.
Yes.
Which does give you traction.
Absolutely. And there's been some talk about snow ratios on social media. Initially, they're probably lower, and they get higher as you go through the event.
Right. Power. We are past the freezing rain. I think that power impacts are low, so I don't think many of you will lose power. I imagine there could be an extra load because of the heat demand. I don't know. But snow doesn't cause power outages unless you get weight on a heavy snow on a tree, and so I can't rule them out. But I'm not worried about power outages right now.
Yeah. Schools
are already closed on Monday.
Someone who commented that Little Rock School District is not, so there may be some that are not.
Okay. Well, if your school district is open Monday, do your homework. I'll put out a school con index. Schools are going. I just don't see a scenario where they open with the current forecast. James, does this come to an end? The snow drought, 1,122 days of no 1 inch of snow.
I think so. It's the 4th longest 1 inch snow drought on record. The snow drought that is longer than this is the one that went right into 2000. I'm not saying the 2000 snowstorm happens again verbatim, but it's always nice to end a drought with a big one, isn't it?
This could end with a bang, and then we'll go another 4 or 5 years with nothing.
Yeah, that's right.
Temperatures are not getting out of the teens in northern Arkansas. We're sitting at 27 degrees in Little Rock. Let's see, everybody is below freezing. There isn't a spot in the state above freezing. This is a live look at our Middleton weather cam. You still see in the North Little Rock there at Dickey Stevens. A little ice on the roofs from yesterday. It's 27 degrees. Feels like 16.
Ugh.
I'm going to go ahead and show you the forecast because I am going to show you the 7+. 20% chance for flurries today, 32. And tonight, 22, 20% chance. I got to change that. See, I'm glad I did that.
Cold.
Cold. I can proofread this too. Now, I want to explain the 7+, and this will be updated throughout the day, so keep checking back. We're keeping tomorrow at freezing, 20% chance, maybe a break or two in the clouds. Doubtful, though. It's possible. Sunday afternoon, 40% chance. And on Monday, this is why I wanted to show this. On Monday, if it does snow, it's entirely possible that we do not get out of the teens in central Arkansas. And that's historical.
That is historical. We have not had a high temperature below 22 since December of 1989. And a high temperature in the teens at Little Rock has only happened 39 times in 145 years.
Wikipedia over here of weather. Weatherpedia.
And then if we get to single digits Tuesday morning, it's the 5th time since 1989.
Okay, so 9 with snow on the ground, but with clouds, 9 is realistic. If the skies were to clear behind that system, which is possible, behind that,
it's possible.
Then what are we looking at?
5, 6.
The coldest in how long?
Since 1989. We got to 7 in January 2018. If we get colder than 7, it also becomes historic.
23 on Tuesday. And what we do is what we call undercutting guidance because of snow cover. So we're undercutting temperatures next week from the models. This is why you can't go by models. You use them as guidance. With snow on the ground, temperatures are going to be slow to recover.
One thing to keep in mind Tuesday, well, really any morning, but especially Tuesday morning, I think wind chills will be below 0 in central Arkansas Tuesday morning. Is that a good bet with single-digit temperatures?
Yes, and especially I expect wind chill advisories northern Arkansas.
Yeah, and now y'all just take a good look at this 7-day forecast.
You won't see that.
It may be a long time before you ever see 7 days that look like that at Little Rock again. I know there were some that looked like this in the 80s and in the 70s. People that are older than me talk about it. If you love this kind of stuff, enjoy it. I don't know when we're going to see this again. You never know. But this is so incredible to me that we are in this stretch.
I haven't put together a long-range forecast like this since the start of my career when I started in Missoula, Montana for 2 years. I spent 2 years up there.
Yeah.
I haven't done this in Little Rock. So we're putting in the chance at 50% Wednesday. There's a chance it's gone earlier on Thursday and more regionalized, but we're going to keep 50 and 40 right now, that's significant in the long range. The models have us going much warmer than that next Saturday, next Sunday, next Monday, with the return flow, with high pressure moving away, and we moderate the temperatures. I'm very, very pessimistic about a big warm up. While the models show that with snow on the ground, you have a cold ground and you have a return flow. That's a recipe for clouds, low clouds, for fog, and you have snow on the ground, for temperatures.
High temperatures, one to achieve.
And you stay very close to a steady temperature.
And I know we still have 18 days left